Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for being with us for another Healthy Hustle today. I'm excited because today is the final in our series from Dr. Bruno. Dr. Bruno, of course, algae specialist, an incredible person. He knows what he is talking about when it comes to algae, when it comes to what the algae can do for our health, as well as incorporating it with enzymes and probiotics and the importance of healthy gut function, right? And he also happens to be a doctor. So he's very familiar with your physiology. So I'm really excited for this last part from Dr. Bruno. Dr. Bruno, take it away.
Probiotics. The giant food industry is a big business. Think about it. Food is one of the most essential commodities for human existence. Air, water, food. We need them to survive. Human civilization grew out of a combination of hunters and gatherers and farmers. When my father was born in 1918, there were literally tens of millions of small American farmers. Now, corporate industrial farming is so dominant that there are fewer and fewer small farms in America. Mostly, a handful of dozens of multinational corporations seem to control almost everything the average American eats. In just the past 65 years since I was born, we've moved away from a whole plant food being at the center of the plate, the Mediterranean diet, to a more highly processed use of grains, loaded with salt and sugar and artificial chemical additives, along with animal products being at the center of the plate. Our food is heavily processed, pre-cooked, boxed, and engineered primarily for long shelf lives. Sometimes I wonder how many decades an unopened Hostess Twinkie might last. Many so-called food packages are dated to last for months or years. This is dead food with little vital life force. Why would food manufacturers do this? For profit, and more profit. Certainly, this is not done for your health or my health. Our cells, the basic engines of bodily existence, have evolved over billions of years. Only a small portion of our body is made up of mammalian cells. In fact, most of our cells are bacterial cells and even contain some living and extinct viruses. In fact, we wouldn't even be alive. Mothers couldn't give birth to their children. We'd lack a protective immune system if it weren't for these alien microscopic life forms that co-inhabit our body. Especially in our guts. In the small and large intestines, we have pounds of bacterial cells that are essential for healthy digestion and immune function. At first, we were colonized by our mother's bacteria within the womb, during vaginal delivery, and by drinking her breast milk. Once we started to eat solid foods and play in the dirt, we began to gather additional bacteria. Traditional cultures knew the benefits of fermented foods that contributed friendly bacteria and supported friendly bacteria. However, as corporate food giants took over, our food increasingly became robbed of beneficial bacteria due to excessive food processing and preservatives. Now, most people need to take supplemental probiotics to replace what was once freely given by nature. What are the benefits of probiotic products, such as Acidophilus, bifidobacteria, and a whole host of probiotics found in like spectrobiotics. It helps our intestinal tract with the production of B vitamins, biotin, folic acid, digestive enzymes, and vitamin K. Probiotics help to alkalinize our intestinal pH and can promote healthier balance of friendly flora in the gut. The coating of beneficial bacteria can also help reduce the amount of environmental toxins that we may take into our bloodstream. Also, beneficial bacteria in the gut have the ability to produce their own natural antibiotics to combat unhealthy bacteria, viruses, and yeast. One of my earliest nutrition teachers, Dr. Bernard Jensen, used to always say that health begins in the gut. And certainly with enzymes and probiotic and good whole food, one is already starting to produce a healthy gut. I absolutely will not go one day, if possible, without these remarkable food supplements of enzymes, probiotics, and wild microalgae. Why don't more people know or rely upon these three nutritional food principles: food, enzymes, probiotics, and microalgae? Remember, we are living in a very sick nation and unfortunately in an increasingly sick world, where a few dozen multinational corporations seem to control most everything that people buy and consume. And these powerful interests are increasingly trying to shape how we behave, even how we think about ourselves in our world. Now, it's really up to you. Are you going to wait for some governmental or big pharma technological solutions? Or are you willing to add more enzymes, probiotics, and wild algae to your diet? The choice is yours. We can work with nature, natural solutions to improve our overall wellness and use technology when we have an understanding of the benefits and the risks in those areas that we choose to. But remember that health begins in the gut, and food is your best medicine. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Bruno. I really do appreciate it. Great information. And to all of you that have watched this series from Dr. Bruno and the other healthy hustles that we have, take the time to share this with a friend. Take the time to share it with somebody that you think could actually be benefited from this information. It makes a huge difference in the lives of other people, helps them live their best life, live happier, healthier lives. So definitely share that information. And thank you for being a part of today's Healthy Hustle. We'll talk to you again soon.